Shout out to everybody watching tonight. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Hey, Buddha, you know we got you here for another reason, right?
Yeah, I know I'm here.
Yeah, man. So we got to talk about some Madden, y'all. So if y'all don't like video games, y'all don't like Madden, I mean, hey, I understand, man. Shout out to you. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Tighten the fuck up. We ain't going no goddamn well. We talking about Madden, man. And first and foremost, we better address the elephant in the room when it comes to this Madden shit
Tom
because
Fuller.
man, look, man, they
They killing the dog.
Hey man, look, man, John Madden, they got down on us, man. I mean, if y'all ain't seen the Madden ratings over the weekend, I mean, go look at it. But we really finna take a look at it right now, man, because hey, you see Pat Mahomes at the top, you already know, man. It looked like they took his speed up some more, man. 87 speed. I mean, god dang, man. I mean, this dude right here, he seemed like he's gonna be fucking unstoppable. But man, look,
It is my home.
yeah, man, we finna get to the elephant in the room because we got damn Titan fans around here.
Going down to 32 out of
Yeah,
32.
we going on down now. I might have slid past the
Yeah,
man.
you
So
went
let's
right
talk
above
about
Bo
right
Nick.
here. Yeah, freaking 72 overall. 72. I mean, he's what, the worst starting quarterback or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, did he play like the worst starting quarterback last season in your opinion, Buddha?
No, I mean, let's just be honest and say that this is how the national media views the Tennessee Titans. Because when you go back to that screen, we didn't even got to look at the attributes. You could say there are rookies that haven't taken a snap that have a better rating than Will Levis. There's Justin Fields and Kenny Pickett who got kicked out of their city, who got traded after bad years that have a better rating than Will Levis. Will Levis is led to believe to be one overall better than Bo Nix. Like, this is starting to be a trend with EA and just the national media of how they view him. And I promise, if you watched him play football and he played anywhere else other than Nashville, he be high 70s, low 80s, like off the top, just based on, if you basing it on physical attributes, arm strength, talent, speed, athleticism, like what are you basing it off of? If you have guys that haven't taken a snap, they weren't as good as him or athletic or had as big an arm, what are you basing it off of? And that's my only problem with it is, like, if you're going to take the worst quarterback in the league, let's just go to head up games that he played against people. Let's say Bryce Young, and I'm a Bama fan. It's not like Bryce Young didn't go 2-15 last year. So what about his game made him be better than Will Levis? We can just go down the line and you look at Andy Dalton. Why is Andy Dalton higher rated than Will Levis? Like, we just got to get down to the bottom of it and say, like, where is your starting point?
What is Bryce Young rating? So he's a 73.
73.
For me, it's like, did you not watch the Atlanta game? Did you not watch the Miami game? Those last 2 minutes of the game and how he played. Like, also, let's not forget, Will Levis already has memorabilia in the Hall of Fame for his rookie debut of how he played too. So this ain't just like a guy that he played mediocre. This dude came out and played some well. He didn't get to play as much as he should have, and he still got a lot to prove. But for you to disrespect him and put him below Bryce Young, Andy Dalton, Joe Flacco, and some of these other guys after how he's played this year is just ridiculous to me, bro. It is mad disrespect. I know Will Levis sees this, and I know he's going to be pissed off, and it's going to add an extra chip to his shoulder.
You know he gonna buy Madden and he gonna see it, man. I'm a 72.
What the fuck?
Man, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Anthony Richardson. Now, this is the one that I've been ranting about throughout the all season, man. What the fuck did Anthony Richardson do that Will Levis didn't do last season? Will Levis played in more games. I don't know if people realize that, but 8, 9 is more than 5. I mean,
he just got drafted ahead of him. That was all. But I mean, Drake may be in above Will Levis when people are saying that Milton is a better quarterback than him in New England. That just blows my mind. Like, What has these guys done to get a higher rating than Will Levis?
Yeah, they
Man,
just don't like that
absolutely
he fell in
nothing.
the draft. Like he fell in the draft, and everybody just think he sucked. And it's like they trying their best to get this narrative right. They don't want him to be wrong that he fell in the draft. And at the same time, he went to a team that doesn't have a big market like the Titans, and they want to hold. They just want to keep us down on the game because they know people aren't gonna play with us as much as they would the other teams. So I mean, they did it
Yeah,
with us when
man.
we was good. We was only like an 81 when we was winning 12 games. Like I'm like, how are we at 81 overall? How was this team better than us? They had like the Redskins better than us, and they only winning 6 games. So it's like, yeah, they wilding, but it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Joe Milton is nice though. That's
Nah, bro.
That's some
Man,
NCAA talk right
Nah,
there.
look,
God
look,
dang
hey,
it.
look, bro. I'm gonna
RJ
keep
ain't
it
gonna
100.
agree with
Nah, I'm gonna keep this shit 100 with y'all. Y'all are in phase one of Joe Milton, bro. He is a practice all star. That dude's gonna make every throw. He gonna throw the ball 100 miles an hour. He can throw the whole field. But come game day, that boy is stupid. He can't read the defense. His life depended on it. Like,
you. Man,
I'm
let's get
sorry,
into a
man.
couple more quarterbacks, man. A couple of notable quarterbacks. You know, Lamar Jackson, number 2, don't got no problem with that. Burrow, number 3, don't got no problem with that. Josh Allen, number 4, no problem with that. You got Dak up here as the 5th best quarterback in Madden, man, in which I mean, all it says is, man, just look at, the level of quarterback play we got in the league today. I mean, outside of these 4 guys right here, and I still put Aaron Rodgers on up there too, man. Until he completely falls the fuck off, I'm gonna put him up there. But Dak and Madden, 5th best quarterback. I mean, I get the regular season thing, but near Tua. They said Tua is better than the guy who made it to the Super Bowl. The guy that made it to the Super Bowl season before last. I mean, hell, I would take Herbert over fucking Tua. I don't get he
I
ain't
mean,
that shit
I
right
don't understand the love with Herbo. To me, like when I look at Herbo, you know what I think? I think Jake Cutler. I think big guy, big arm, just gonna sling it even if it means losing the game. Like I don't know what the love in Herbo is. Like I don't see
He
it.
talented. He talented.
there.
I tell you that. Man. He definitely
Uh,
talented. He
but my
just
th-
don't be
my
winning.
but this is my question though. If you take like the top 15, right? This is why I really had an issue. Kirk Cousins is 35, 36, coming off of off of Achilles injury. You lead me to believe that he's gonna come back and be better than Aaron Rodgers talent wise. Or if we going off talent, Jared Goff, CJ Stroud, like all these people that had good years, it doesn't translate to the game. So if you're more athletic and you're more talented and you win more games, it does nothing for you on here. So it's like Dak Prescott can get cooked by Love. He can get cooked by all these people, Purdy, in the playoffs. And them throwing for more yards or them being a better talented quarterback or more talented quarterback just don't translate on a video game. So I just need to know what the metric is because it never worked for us. Titans was
Yeah.
number one in the AFC. Nobody on the team got better.
EA full of
AJ got
shit,
better when
man.
he left. It was like they never gave any.
That shit crazy. Yeah, AJ Brown, a top 3 receiver on the game now. Like, but when he was on the Titans, he was barely at 83. Like, it's
It was
crazy.
even Henry. I
Change
think Henry was the biggest tragedy. Back to back rushing champ, 2,000-yard season, AFC championship, come back on the game. Nick Chubb and everybody is rated above him. Like, what we doing? Like, they don't
Yeah,
even have to
man.
play.
Mm,
They don't even got
We
to
can
play to be
discuss the
better than
running
Henry.
back. We can discuss the running back since we got him up here and talking about him, man. Like you said, man, Chubb ahead of Derrick Henry, which I don't get Chubb. I mean, salute to him, man. Horrible injury last season, but that's been the thing throughout Chubb's career. No matter how great he has been on the field, he hasn't been on the field more consistent. He hasn't been on the field consistently. He hasn't been on the field more than Derrick Henry. I remember back when Derrick Henry was, killing the league or whatever, when he was rushing for 2K yards or whatever, they were still putting Christian McCaffrey ahead of him. Hell, Christian McCaffrey, he just started being healthy. I mean, I don't get these Madden ratings. And also, too, what I don't get, it's a bunch of foolishness at the bottom. But this is some foolishness that I can't go without acknowledging. How in the hell is Tajay Spears the same speed as Ezekiel Elliott? Now, somebody got to explain this to me, because that makes no sense. Zach Moss is faster in Madden than Tajay Spears. You got J.K. Dobbins faster than another guy who can't stay fucking healthy. J.K. Dobbins faster than Tajay Spears. I mean, I don't know what EA is on. I mean, maybe they do got some kind of vendetta against the Titans or something. I don't know.
They
Yeah,
do.
I wouldn't be. I do.
I can give you all the play. I just think it's a popularity contest, and they go based off who picked which team the most. And if it's team like the Tennessee Titans do, they don't think nobody gonna notice that. How can Tajay Spears be slow? Like I just if you watch him play football and see how quick and fast he is, like how does he get slow once he gets on the game? But it's just because it's a Titan.
If he become a Cowboy tomorrow, he gonna be an 88, 89.
Hey, well, Buddha, talk about what you was talking about with Buddha. Talk about what you was talking about with Danico Autry's rating.
Oh my god, Danico Autry went up 3 speed on the game once he got off the plane in Houston. So like we never could get a decent rated Autry. Or I mean, when you just look at our team right now, like if you pull the Titans up, Monty is not an 80. Harold Landry is nowhere near. Like it don't matter if he had double digit sacks, he's not gonna get an 80 overall. But the crazy part is they like players like when we got Bud Dupree. Bud Dupree had a good rating because he came from Pittsburgh. But it's just if anybody gets off the plane, Ridley got worse, Pollard got worse. Now, if you put Pollard back on Dallas, he's gonna get faster, he's gonna get stronger, he's gonna get bigger on the game. The same with Ridley. The Jaguar fans was like, yo, he's our number one. He's our number one guy. But as soon as he gets off the plane in Nashville and we paid him, he gets worse, he gets slower. Like, how did he get worse in between having his best season in the last 3-4 years? I don't get it. Everybody's like that when they haven't put Jamal Adams and Quandre on the game yet. I guarantee I got him pulled up right here. Jamal Adams was an 84 last game. Quandre Diggs was an 83. I guarantee by the time they hit the roster, they're both going to be like high 70s. Yeah. They're going to go down by 2 speed. Yeah. But how does that work? Because there's in the Seahawks a more selected team. They got higher ratings.
Yeah,
I mean, Big Jeff is not a 90. It don't matter if he's outside of Aaron Donald, the most double team player in the league. He's not gonna be a 90. They're gonna go find somebody to have to. And I guarantee this too. If Snead was still on the Chiefs, he'd have a higher rating.
He'd be a 97.
They said that and it's off subject from the Titans, but they said that Xavier Worthy didn't even have the 99 speed or whatever, but yet he had, the fastest 40 time ever or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he has like 98 speed and he has the record for the fastest time at the combine, yet you can't get a 99. I remember back in the day when they gave David Hester 100, and they don't never do that. And they did that 1 year.
Yeah, that's
Chris Johnson. Right, Chris Johnson had 99 speed. Let me look at it. Just go to the Titans roster. I'm trying to look at everything. So right now,
do we even have any X factors at all?
We can go
none, not one.
They got it on here.
That's what I'm saying. How is Snead not an X factor? Does he at least have a superstar trait?
I don't know.
I don't think he do.
And Henry didn't have an X factor last year for us.
That's crazy, bro.
They gave him one back this X factor this year.
That's crazy, bro. I feel like every team needs at least every team should get an X factor, bro. You telling me that not every single team doesn't have an X factor? Like, it's stupid to me.
All right, if you could take 3 Titans and put X factors on them, who would you pick?
I pick Snead, Simmons, and I'm trying. It'd probably be somebody on offense too. I'll probably put D-Hop.
I think I'd have to go Snead, Hop, and Ridley.
I would have to just go Snead and Big Jeff. I got to be real here. I can't put 3 X factors on the Titans or whatnot because, I mean, we really don't have too many of them dudes on our team. Now, when it comes to superstar ability, oh, yeah, D-Hop got to get some superstar abilities like a motherfucker. I would say Pollard got to get some superstar abilities. I say Harold Landry got to get some. Calvin Ridley got to get some. Hell, Stonehouse got to get some. God dang, that's the best punter in the league. I mean, but you know, EA, they not gonna show the Titans that much love. Hell, Tyler Boyd could be, you know what I'm saying, some kind of
What's
slot
Tyler Boyd
or something
ranking?
like that. Tyler Boyd, he got an 80 on him.
A fucking hey, what was he? What was he last year?
I can pull him up. I got the old game pulled up to see as I be checking to see like how bad they gonna do is when a person get off. He was at 80, so he stayed the exact same.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
But traditionally, when somebody get to Nashville, they get worse.
Yeah,
I definitely think Snead and the Big Jeff should get X factors, and everybody else should get superstar traits. Like, you know, the Pollard should get superstar. If you gonna, I don't get it. That man Joe Mixon had the same stats as Tony Pollard, but he's a 91 and Pollard's an 86. It doesn't make any sense to me. And then you go, I think he deserved an X factor. I mean, superstar trait. Then you look at Ridley, who had a 1,000-yard season. I think he deserves a superstar trait because I mean, he's an excellent route runner. You telling me that man don't get any of those superstar traits that have anything to do with route running? Like, come on, man. Like he a separator, bro. Like, he needs to be able to separate. You know.
I mean, they did show JC Latham some love, man. They gave JC
78.
Latham 78. I mean, 7th overall pick. That's understandable. I think they even put Caleb Williams in the
What is Sweat?
I think Sweat.
Sweat is 75.
Yeah, Sweat 75. Peter Skoronsky, I think he's actually
the
78.
He's a 78.
Yeah, he's the 9th highest left guard in the game. Skoronsky is really the Titans got 70s all across the board when it comes to offensive line, except for NPF, who has a 69 overall.
Put the tight end on his side.
Yeah, he needs some milk, man. And somebody else, I'm not gonna go to him though, but I was just curious to know, man. Aaron Brewer, I had to go look.
You had to go check him out.
Yeah, I had to go check him out, man. But see what EA thought of the $2 steak.
If you do play Regs Madden though, like this is probably the most athletic team that they have given us. Now the overalls and stuff might not be that good, but as far as athleticism, like speed at corner, like I remember Titans having like mid to kind of high end 80s at wide receiver and corner, and you just can't play against teams that got any kind of speed. This is probably the first year, like to the like what we said, the defensive backfield, when you got Diggs and you got Hooker out back deep, you're not gonna get beat over the top. You're gonna have Snead, Cheeto, McCreary, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all, Sub Farley in at that slot corner. He gonna be super fast. Now that's one player that Madden loves. They love Caleb Farley, bro. He's 95 speed on the game, and it don't matter if he is in the vicinity or not. He gonna run with that drag route. He gonna run with them crosses.
Stanley said, I'm still placing 50 for Sweat to win Defensive Player of the Year. It pays out $3K. Hey,
I'm about to do that shit too,
man. Hell yeah, shit. I think I'm gonna take that right there,
too, bro.
Yes, sir.
It ain't too many defensive rookies that really just gonna stand out to me. I mean, I was looking at Latu over there in Indianapolis, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, he probably could be something. It's gonna be some pass rusher, bro. It ain't gonna be no corner or nothing. Like,
so let's take a look at the linebacker position, the middle linebacker position, man, because Kenneth Murray stood out to me, man. 88 speed, man. And Buddha, you already know what time it is with that right there, man. We got us a good lurk on the field with Kenneth Murray, and also, a good downhill thumper, man, because, EA, they got the revamped hit stick. I think they call it the boom stick or
The
something
boomstick
like that.
it's back to it.
Yeah.
If you played the beta, like the hit sticks is back, the ball can be out. I think, I'm a dollar defensive guy with 3-3-5. Bro, if you put Murray and put slide Jamal Adams in as sub linebacker, you can be running and hitting. You can be able to take, like, that's why I say this is the first time the Titans can run like multiple defense. You're not just gonna be stuck in the same thing by personnel. You may actually be able to sub some players in and take advantage with athleticism this year, because Murray is an athlete. I don't think that people realize, like, this guy can run and hit. This is an elite level athlete playing linebacker. We didn't had the Gibbies in, and we had them super slow
Yeah,
guys
Gil, he just too slow, bro.
Man, speaking of giving,
can't
man,
go.
don't hate on giving. We can't hate on giving in real life, but god dang it, we talking Madden right
78.
now. He's a 74 with 78 speed. Hey, man, look, you better not
I
try to
can't
work
do
with
it.
Jack Gibbons. You can't do it. I mean, use Jack Gibbons on the goal line. That's the only place he should be.
Another person I think they sold on speed too was Williams. I think before we even got Jamal Adams, I was like, this dude could be like a star linebacker, like, that can move around because he's a natural safety moving the linebacker. He gonna be able to run and hit. They gave him an 84 speed on the game, which I thought, Chance Campbell is an 87 speed. I thought maybe they would give Williams a faster outside backer card to start the game off with. But
so he got 84 speed.
Yeah, Cedric Gray does.
James Williams is 84 speed
as well.
They got Harold Landry faster than James Williams, so I don't know where they got that metric from.
That's because he's playing safety too. So, like, how the hell? No, bro. I'm excited about James Williams too. I think him, even if he does, like, he play that little nickel hybrid safety type position, that, dude, you already know what to look for. You're 6'4", so yeah, let's just put you out there in a linebacker position because you can hit like a linebacker, but you cover like a safety and a DB. Damn it! So he's gonna get some playing time somewhere. He's gonna make some plays, and he's gonna get somebody out of their playing position.
Yeah, and Madden don't even have all of these guys in the game.
They don't got Diggs or
well, with the team, they in
Adams.
the games, but they're not with the Titans just yet. It's probably gonna be a day one roster download or something like that. And like you said, Buddha, I wouldn't be too surprised when you cut on the game and you see these dudes like at 84, 83 or something like that. That roster update kicks in and boom, you're looking at a 79 and a 75.
I think that's what you're gonna get. I mean, Diggs and Adams was 83, 84. And bro, Jamal Adams was a 90 speed on Madden 24. When he get to Nashville, he's gonna be
85
chopped up. They're gonna chop him up, man. And Diggs was an 88 speed. I guarantee by the time they get off that plane, they're gonna be to slow them down. And that's a lot of the reason why a lot of people play Ultimate Team, because you can team build that super team of Titans chemistries. When you have, like, when they drop Curse, or they drop Warren Moon, or they drop McNair, you just get excited when you see some of the older players that they drop. But this year is a year that I think you can play with the Titans. I hope that Will Levis balls out early on. That way they can start boosting him up, at least get him in the mid 70s to high. Because I don't know how Justin Fields is even rated higher than Will Levis. It just irritated me.
That's bad.
Bro, because I'm tired of buying Madden because I'm a Titans fan. So I want to buy Madden. I want to play with my team. But when you keep giving my QBs unbearable ratings and I can't even make an open throw in the pocket when one blitzer may be 3 yards away from me, it's like, bro, I can't play with my favorite team. And I'm not constantly buying this game to either A, play with other teams because I just want to play with people online and actually beat them and actually have a competitive team. Or, like I said, B, I just play Madden Ultimate Team all the time and I got to constantly build a team. I just wish you would give players actual ratings so we can at least compete and play with our favorite teams without feeling like we're getting fucked all the time.
Man, look, man, that MUT shit is I'm telling you, man, that MUT, you got to be built different to play that MUT, because god dang it, we talking about god dang, you gonna want to spend some money. I mean, I know you got the no money spend motherfuckers out there and shit. All you got to do is grind the game, motherfucker. We's adults, god dang it. Some of us playing
Yeah, ain't
Madden
nobody
damn
grinding
near
that
40.
damn game.
We
Hey,
30
look,
years old. We trying to make a
People ain't got the time. Yeah. Look, I
that's
look at it like this. If you got the money for this shit, bro, then there's nothing wrong with spending money on this shit, bro. Like if that's what you want to do, you want to spend money on it, don't spend it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel.
Yeah, the average motherfucker though. I mean, they not gonna be able to just keep throwing money at EA chasing these cars or whatnot. My thing is this season right here. If I do get back in the mud, I'm not going chasing these cars that's coming out day one or whatever, man. I'm just gonna slow grind, probably save my coins up. I'm not saying that I ain't gonna put no money into it if I play much, because if I play it, of course I'm gonna put something into it, but I'm always thinking about my end game. If you don't have any, part in my end game, I don't want to deal with the card. You agree with that, Buddha?
Yeah, I usually do a good bit of my content is to show people how to keep up with it without spending no real money into it. You can do something here and there. I usually say do like half Titans, half whatever the program. If it's college, if it's Thanksgiving, if it's whatever, you keep up with that a little bit. You ain't got to go chase the best cards. But what they did do in around Thanksgiving, around Blitz, they switched it where you really got to spend money to keep up. And I think that's the unfair part of it. That's why I always did my tournaments like 90% of them in regs, because let's say you haven't been able to keep up with it, but you want to pop in a tournament or you want to do something, you can just go pick up regs and play the game right there. If you've been busy or whatnot, nobody really got time to spend that much time rebuilding your team before you get on the field. I know that's a fun part of it, but if you want to just get on there and pop off, like if RJ called Firestone and say, "Hey, bro, let's play," y'all both don't got 45 minutes to set your team up before you play. You just say, "Look, let me pop on regs." But like Firestone is saying, they do got to do a better job of updating these teams on regs, because Jonathan Taylor led the league in rushing. Josh Jacobs led the league in rushing. They never was good running backs on the game. Like something got to translate if somebody's tearing the league up, that they do an update that this player gets better. So if we start off the season and Will Levis go out and throw for 300 yards the first 3 games, he get player of the month, something like that. He's got to get better on the game. He can't still be a 72, or you're going to get bored with it real quick. You like, man, it's a waste of time. I ain't finna keep up with this. That's something that they got to bring in to keep the casual fan or the person that just like football playing, because you're not gonna play no game if your team is leading the AFC South and still trash. Like that's just not a thing that you're gonna do. You're gonna find something else to do with your time. I think they got to do better with that, because this is gonna keep us
Yeah,
more engaged playing the game. Like I don't know how to watch Tajay Spears last year and decided he was slow. You know what I'm saying? Like it just don't make sense to me. Like so, I don't know a time the Titans ever had 2,000-yard receivers coming into the season. I don't know what time the Titans had a defensive backfield like they had coming in, and draft picks that we excited about. And you turn the game on, these dudes is like a 70 overall. You just like, all right, bro, I get it. Because if we was any other team, they'll be ESPN would be going crazy over the players that we got.
yeah, bro, because there has to be like, all right, I get it. You got to rate them off their abilities and what they can do, but there has to be some, like you're saying, some level of performance base that gets like, okay, yeah, their abilities is this, but they're performing and playing like this on the field, so we have to give them this. And that's what I always felt like Madden was supposed to be like. Okay, even if they did have a really good year, they might be 97 this year, but if they, they rush for like 1,300 yards, but then next year they only rush for 700, then yeah, you drop them back down to 80. I thought that's how it was supposed to be, but it seems like these newer past couple of years, it ain't been that way. It's just we're gonna rate them whatever we think their ability is, regardless of what they've done on the field, and that don't seem fair or right. Judge these players. You should judge them and score them off of how they're actually playing on the field. Like if they're leading the rushers on the NFL, there's no way why they're not one of the top 3 running backs in the league right there.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's where they lost the fan base at one point. They bringing back the classic where regs is the first tournament, regular Madden is the first tournament, right out the gate, which I have been begging them for years, the last 2-3 years. Like when I make a YouTube, I'm like, the one thing they could do is bring it back to where when somebody bought a game, you don't got to spend no money. you get good with your team and you could bring it in to the initial tournament, which is Madden Classic. Now they finally brought it back. Maybe they listening. Maybe this year we'll get some update. And Nick Chubb, if he don't play for a whole nother season, will somehow in some way Derrick Henry will be better than him if he's on the field, the second leading rusher in the league versus somebody who ain't played but 2 seasons in their entire career can always be better than Henry.
Yeah, man. I don't get EA, man.
Hey,
RJ,
I'm
you
gonna
got
let y'all
anything you
rock
want
out.
to say for your ride?
Yeah. I just, hey man, appreciate it, man. But having me on, bro, most definitely. About the same way
Hell,
you,
you the host,
Buddha.
man. Having you
Yeah, you
on,
know,
man. You the
yeah,
host,
man.
man.
You know what I meant, man. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
Buddha, man. He's more Buddha, man. He's his first time watching the show. Yeah, man. Best to have you on, bro. You already know. Definitely. But yeah, I got to dip out, man. I got stuff. I got business to handle. So sorry about
Yeah,
that,
go
Nah,
y'all.
ahead,
yeah,
bro.
for sure, man. You take care, RJ.
All right, all right.
But yeah, man, like I was saying, man, I could see a situation with Will Levis. He goes out there and goddamn hell, he looking like a goddamn MVP candidate. And here go EA in fucking December. He's sitting up over here with a goddamn 75 overall. I mean, that's just how they get down, especially with the Titans. If it had been anybody else, they would have went out their way to goddamn it, make this motherfucker a goddamn at least an 85.
Bro, I wasn't expecting nothing crazy for Will Levis, but I was expecting like 75, 77, like high, like
Usable.
70s. Then okay, now go earn your 80. I was expecting him to finally get an actual true rookie grade this year, and then okay, now prove us that you belong in the 80s. That was perfectly fine. But 70 fucking 2 below all these other guys that done lost their teams and went and played backups and shit. There's no reason our starting Will Levis should be lower than anybody's fucking backup. No reason.
Yeah, man.
No,
It's
I mean,
ridiculous.
I would have been fair if you saying between Watson, Carr, Russell Williams, Trevor Lawrence, Kyler Murray, Geno Smith. If you threw him in that group of people, 75 to 80, I can't
Yeah.
even really be mad at you. But to have him down where he's below Fields, below Richardson, below May, below Jaden Daniels, below Bryce Young, Gardner Minshew, Andy Dalton, Joe Flacco, like, bro, like, what are y'all watching that you said this is what this guy's rating should be?
Yeah, man, it's pretty ridiculous, man. So Buddha, before we get up out of here, man, know you big in the tournaments or whatnot, man. So I know you locked in with the EA Madden tournaments and whatnot, man. In your opinion, man, I'm gonna ask you this right here. In your opinion, who are the best 3 pro Madden players right now?
Best 3. I mean, you have to start with like the 2 that won the most. I say you had to go Henry and Wesley. Them dudes didn't won $1 million. Up in it. And then the other person I say that's like tough to play, if you play somebody like a cash game player like Ciabatta or somebody, they're gonna put so much money on the game and you're gonna have to be mic'd up. And that's the difference between some of the other things that you might catch in like the pro scene where guys are just playing, they're not on the headphones, they're not talking, it's no trash talk. When you play these trash talkers and it's money on the game, it's completely different because you don't know what they're gonna say. Like a mistake when you got a couple $100 on the game is completely different than you just playing a friendly. And I think that's what adds it in. That's why I also like the tournaments. You can't duck smoke. You gonna play against good players. You might can get cruised through them early rounds, but when you get off in there and you start running into the guys that have different play styles and they tournament ready, round after round, you're gonna get the cheesiest of the cheese. You're gonna get somebody that's dialed in. If they down double digits, it don't matter. Like they still can get back in the game. So I say tournament players like the young guys like Henry, Wesley, some of them guys, and then your cash game players who are willing to go to any length, to beat you in one of those type of matchups where you actually talking to each other. Those are the hardest ones. If you want to get good at Madden and play at elite level, cash games and tournaments. That's it. Like that's gonna make you battle tested because you're gonna see everything. You're not gonna have time to waste.
Yeah, and I would even go so far as to saying the cash players or whatever. I mean, that right there is way tougher than playing one of the pro players, because with the EA platform or whatnot, I mean, those dudes, they really don't talk trash at each other. I mean, to me, it seems more of an EA thing or whatnot, because EA ain't going for all of that right there. But when you got a motherfucker talking crazy to you like Chabata Mitch be talking, I'm talking about goddamn saying any goddamn thing. Man, look, man. At some point in the game, you gonna want to take your controller and go upside a motherfucker's head with it. But at the end of the day, it's money on the line, so you got to keep your composure.
You do. I think that's something that post COVID that we got to see a little bit of. We went to Vegas. You got to see a little bit of in the last half of the year when they started bringing the live events back. And I'd say it's different when you sit next to the person or the person can look at you and talk. Like it's just a whole different energy in the room when you playing with people. You can hear what somebody's saying about you. You can see people critique the mistakes that you make. It's different than you just got the headphones off in the basement playing in the dark. So that's why I promote, the stuff that I promote is get on the mic, get on the headset, talk, let's match up and make it where it means something. It's not just some meaningless game. And it's fun for the people watching to get to see two people just really go at it verbally and play the game. I think it's an added element. And we can blame one of our AFC counterparts, man. Rest in peace to Spot Me Please and True Boy. Jacksonville was the last time when they had that in-person Madden where somebody got shot, and it kind of took the sting away from it for a while. But I feel like the time that passed, where they are bringing it back and they comfortable vetting people to get people into the situation where we can't have that, because it's a part of the game. When you turn on Sundays and you got guys like how Jeffrey Simmons and them boys got into it on the practice field, you need that. You want to see that out there. You want to see people fired up, ready to go, and ready to compete. So I think that's the part of Madden that's back now. You've seen it with the college football, the trash talk, in person, live in your face. I think it just makes for great content, and it should be one of the biggest parts of the game.
Right. Yeah, online definitely done change some things, man, because I mean, we all OGs around here, man. So we grew up playing Madden during a time where we couldn't get online. And even when they started doing the online thing back in Madden, 2002 or whatever, motherfuckers weren't really tapped into the online community. It was only a handful of people. You had to be an all-out geek or whatever to back be online playing. We were playing right there with each other. God dang it. If you felt like you were the best motherfucker in the city, guess what your ass was doing? You was going pulling up on motherfuckers. And you were pulling up any goddamn where. You would have to pull up in the trenches and play some motherfuckers or whatever, man. I mean, honest to God, true. That's how I got down. When I came to Nashville, I mean, that's how I got down. That's how I made money throughout college. I would go and play these dudes who claimed they were good at math. I remember one night, boy, it was so goddamn bad, boy. I went around the room twice and took people's money, man. And motherfucker was so mad. Man, all you can play with is the Patriots. I'm like, we playing for money, y'all. I mean, you better get the best fucking team out there.
Yeah, go ahead.
I used to play with the Buffalo Bills back when they had Marshawn Lynch as a backup. So nobody knew about Marshawn Lynch. I put Marshawn Lynch in there, just be stiff arming, running over everybody. Wouldn't even have to call no fucking pass plays. Just like, who the fuck is this dude? I can't tackle him. Bro, just keep running Lynch up that motherfucker. Let's go.
Yeah, that's the thing. People go check the depth chart. They see who the good backups is, who got some speed. You throw your team out there, and somebody don't know who you about to roll out. But that's back in the day when when you pull up in the trenches, you really couldn't even celebrate and you play a game. You have to hit that quiet fist pump because you don't know somebody might have lost their money. And it ain't like on the internet. You can say whatever you want to get out of there. You need to get out safe. You got to be able to get out with your money. And you really couldn't beat somebody and run off. They're like, nah, like you got to run it back. Like,
god dang it, hell. Sometimes it got dang it, hell, 2 out of 3, god dang it, shit. You had to sit there and you god dang it, duke it out with motherfuckers, man. I mean, and now we in a day and age where Ain't nobody just pulling up like that. They only pulling up to tournaments. I mean, it's so crazy out here nowadays. I mean, it's understandable why motherfuckers keep it online, but I mean, shoot, man. I mean, if you 30, 40 plus or whatever, you know what's up. But we're gonna go ahead and end the show tonight. Hey, Buddha, man, this been dope. You got to do this again with us, bro.
For sure.
Yeah, tell the people where they can find you, what you got going on coming up, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm Shot by Buddha on all social media platforms. We was one of the first groups Madden content creators partnering on Facebook. But we do have hyperlux.gg/Vibe Nation. We had 250 plus tournaments. We got a website running through right now. You got Laquan Treadwell, Patrick Willis is part of the website. I've done charity tournaments with Brian Young, the Hall of Famer, other NFL people that's been popped in when they show love. And this year coming up, we're gonna have Obituary 8. We're gonna have Madden God 4. It should be in Tampa. We're gonna have some places where you're gonna be able to play in and show up live. So definitely tap in if you like to compete. Right now, we're doing college football. We've probably done like 7 tournaments to start the year off. But as soon as Madden drop, we're gonna be on the website. We have just as many, probably more free tournaments than we do have paid. We get sponsors to come in and sponsor tournaments. People can win jerseys. People can win money. And yeah, that's what I've been all about. Just trying to promote good competition, let people get in, get their chance to shine. And also at the same time, we talk football, we have fun, we laugh, and it's a place for people that don't normally get those opportunities to get to come in and play because they don't get to play these big names, but in a tournament with some money on the line. That way, it got a little bragging rights too. You might get to pop some of your favorite creators in these tournaments. But I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Get to rep that two-tone and blue.